Why was it such a bad day, Steve? Why didn't they turn
Bad timing. Bad timing. I mean, honestly, it would have been tough for any team to go to Goodison today with the circumstances, quite frankly. And teams that win the league lose games. You don't know when it's coming.
Right.
You just know it's coming. It's just timing. It's bad timing. Arteta would know exactly, as Craig said, he would have said to them, look, you know what you're going to get here. And as much as the manager tells you, and you do know it, you still think, well, we're just going to play our football. But when a team just basically says, well, we're not going to let you play your football, then you get that result today. I mean, the fact that they go ahead as well, I mean, it's just a perfect storm. The fact that they go ahead means that they can still run, they can still chase. Because watching the game, I'm thinking, there's no way they can keep this up for 90 minutes.
Right.
But the fact that they get the goal, then the crowd's even louder, everything points towards an upset. And that's what we got.
If this game had been, all right, being at home, you've got somewhat of an advantage. But if this game had been at the Emirates and Dyche had just come in, I think Arsenal would have still wiped the floor with them. Because they'd have zipped it around in that pitch. And I was talking about it with Augie this morning on digital. The pitch definitely played its role because Arsenal couldn't get into the stride with their passing game. It was bobbling around, they're taking those couple of extra touches, and by that time, Everton were, because the manager was on the touchline, he was shouting, he was tucking people in, he was making sure they pushed up. Arsenal couldn't play their game today, and that's credit Everton.
Don, I think out of everyone, you've been the least enthusiastic about Arsenal's chances of keeping this up. Do you agree with the boys this is a bump in the road, or is it a sign of something more serious?
No, I think it's just a bump in the road. The reason why I predicted that Everton could take points off them, because I know what Goodison's like. Goodison's one of the most emotional grounds you can play at. When it's rocking and when the fans are high, they're right up there. And when it's low, they're lower than a snake's belly. So I knew that, you know, even if Frank Lampard was in charge, he probably wouldn't have got the result because he likes to try and play football. Sean Dyche has got his team set up today in a 4-5-1. His three midfield players were absolutely magnificent. Decore, who Frank Lampard binned a couple of weeks ago, hasn't been training with the first team. Sean Dyche put him straight into the 11 and he showed everyone what a good player he is. And Nana was, I think, man of the match today. Idrissa Gueye does what he does. So he got lots of legs and closing down in the middle of the park. Listen, they weren't outstanding, but I wouldn't necessarily say Arsenal were poor neither. I just thought, as Stevie said, it was the perfect storm. It's Goodison Park. It can happen. It was Sean Dyche's first game. So Everton take great hope and take comfort in the fact that played 1-1-1 under a new manager. They can start looking up the table a little bit, try and reel one or two teams in. But Arsenal they've got to react. They've got to bounce back. They've got to show character.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.